Aditya.
Hi, I'm Abhishek.
Hi बच्चा लोग, I'm Divya.
I'm Varsha. Hi.
Kids, we've all assembled here to have
Fun!
to learn new and interesting things and say
Children, as I'm talking to you, I'm using different letters of alphabets. Even if you talk to your parents or friends, you all use letters.
Hey kids, do you know what are letters? A letter is something we use to write names. And kids, trust me, it is very easy to write these letters.
Letters are formed by twisting and turning lines. We have sleeping line, standing line, slanting line, and even curves. Sometimes we also use dots.
Every letter has a special sound. Each letter has a name just like you. Hey, what's your name?
Raj.
Alright, yay! But kids, first, I'd like to ask you a simple question. Do you know how many letters are there in the English alphabet? Yay!
Good.
You kids are very intelligent. Correct. There are 26 letters in the English alphabet.
Okay kid, now we will sing a poem on letters. So, here we go.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Okay, that was great. Did you enjoy the poem of ABCD? Yay!
And now, one by one, we will introduce you to all the letters. Hey, can you tell me which is the first letter? Come on. And the letter is
A.
Correct. Hey, let us see how A is written. I'm going to write it on this blackboard. And you children, watch it carefully. Are you ready? Here we go. One zig line, another zig line, and a sleeping line. Kids, this is known as a capital A. Isn't it easy? Let's write it again. One zig line, another zig line, and a sleeping line. And so, we have a capital A.
Okay kids, now I will show you how to write a small a. Let's go. We will make a small circle and then give a tail to it. Isn't it simple? Let's go. Once more. We will make a small circle and then give a tail to it. It's so easy.
So here we have a capital A and a small a.
Kids, I have something which starts with an A. So let us see what I have. What I have. Abracadabra. Choo!
Wow, it's an apple.
Well, kids, A for apple.
Apple!
Very good. Do you kids love apples?
Yes! We all should eat apple because an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
The doctor who gives injection.
Kids, Can you tell me which is the next letter?
Come on, come on.
Yes.
It's B.
Correct. B is the next letter after A. So let's see how to write it. One standing line and two small half circles. Let's do it once again. One standing line and two small half circles. It's so simple, isn't it, children?
Okay, children. Now I'm going to show you how to write small b. Look at this. One standing line and one half circle. Once again, one standing line and one half circle. So, isn't it easy?
So here we have a capital B and a small b.
Okay, kids. Now I will show you what does B stand for. B stands for a ball. And don't we love to play with a ball? Yay! Yay! Whoop. So kids, we enjoy playing with the ball. Now it's time to see what comes after B. I will say it for you. A, B, C. Yes. After B comes a capital C. Now I will show you how to write a capital C. Here we go. For a capital C, we will take a big half circle. I will repeat it again. For a capital C, we will take a big half circle. And now I will show you how to write a small c. Again, small half circle. Kids, the only difference between a capital C and a small c is that a capital C is bigger in size and a small c is smaller in size. Just like you. Isn't it simple?
Do you kids know what C stands for?
Cat.
Very good.
Correct. C stands for cat. And this is the cat. What does the cat say?
Meow,
Meow. How does it say? Meow, meow.
Correct. Do you know what comes after C? U.
D.
Correct. D comes after C. And I am going to show you kids how to write D. One standing line, one big half circle. Again, one standing line, one big half circle. This is capital D. And now I'm going to show you kids how to write small d. One standing line, one small half circle. Once again, one standing line and one small half circle. So kids, this is small d.
So this is how we write capital D and small d.
Kids, isn't it easy?
Wow, wow! Wow, wow! D stands for a dog. And children, we have dogs as pets in our house. And what does the dog say? Bow wow! And what does the dog say? Bow wow!
Okay kids, now let's see what comes after D. Can anyone tell me what comes after D? No one? That means we all have forgotten. So let's sing and find out. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Hey, here we are. A, B, C, D, and E. That means after D comes E. And now I'm going to write the letter E for you kids. One standing line and 3 sleeping lines. Let me write it again. One standing line and 3 sleeping lines. Now kids, after capital E, let's see how to write small e. One small sleeping line and 1 half circle. Let me repeat. One small sleeping line and 1 half circle. So here we have a capital E and a small e. Isn't it simple, children? Yes.
Okay, children. I have something for you which starts with E. Here we go. E for elephant. What is this? Elephant. E also stands for E for
Eyes.
E for
Eyes.
E for
And after E comes the letter F. Hey kids, let us learn how to write F. Come on kids. One standing line, a sleeping line, and another small sleeping line. This is known as the capital F. Let's write it again. A standing line, a sleeping line, and another small sleeping line. Now, let us learn how to write small f. One standing line, a curve, and a small sleeping line. Isn't it easy? Let's write it again. One standing line, a curve, and a small sleeping line.
So here we have a capital F and a small f. Isn't it easy, children?
Okay, kids. Now let's see what does F stand for. F stands for a fish. But where is the fish? I will show you making a fish using my own 2 hands. First I take my left hand, then I take my right hand, then take my thumbs out, and this is a fish. Children, where does the fish live? I will show you where does the fish live. Fish lives in the water.
Now, children, what comes after F?
G!
G. Now, I'm going to write G for you kids on the blackboard. One big half circle, one small standing line, one small sleeping line, and one more standing line. Once more. One big half circle, one small standing line, one small sleeping line, and one more standing line. This is capital G. Now kids, I'm going to show you how to write small g. One small circle, one standing line, and one curve. So, shall we do it again? One small circle, one standing line, and one curve. So kids, this is called small g.
Now kids, let's see what does G stand for. G stands for a girl. All like you cute girls and a sweet girl like Varsha. Once again, G for
Girl!
G for Hey, you naughty boy. G for
Girl! And after G comes the letter H. Hey kids, let us learn to write H. Here we go. One standing line, a sleeping line, another standing line, This is known as a capital H. Let's write it again. One standing line, a sleeping line, another standing line, and this is known as a capital H. Now, let us see how to write small h. One standing line and a curve. Isn't it easy? Let's do it again. One standing line and a curve. This is known as small h.
So here we have a capital H and a small h.
So kids, I have something here for you which starts with an H. And H stands for horse. And here is a horse. Do you know something, kids? That H also stands for a house. And do you know something? We all live in a house. And this is a house. H also stands for
Hat,
H for
hat,
say it again.
hat.
Very good.
Hey kids, let's go on the next alphabet and let's see what comes after capital H and a small h. Who will tell me what comes after H?
I,
You little girl, tell me once more what comes after H.
I,
Very good. Tell me again.
I.
Very good. Everybody tell me again.
I.
Very good.
Hey kids, after H comes I. Are you really sure if I comes after H? No? Let's see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Hey, here we are. After H comes I. And now I'm gonna write I for y'all. A standing line, a sleeping line on the top, and another sleeping line below. I repeat, a standing line, a sleeping line on the top, and another sleeping line below. Now let me write small I for y'all. A small standing line and a dot. I repeat, a small standing line and a dot. So here we have a capital I and a small I.
Woohoo! Let's see, what does I stand for? I stands for an ink pot. And where do we use this ink? We use this ink in a pen to write A, B, C, D.
Okay, kids, you know what comes after I? After I comes J. I'll write for you J on the blackboard. So watch me. One standing line, one small curve, one sleeping line. Again. One standing line, one small curve, one sleeping line. Kids, this is called capital J. Now, I'm going to write for you kids small j. One standing line with a small curve and a dot on the top. I repeat, one standing line with a small curve and a dot on the top. Isn't it simple?
So this is how we write capital J and small j.
Hey kids, this is a joker. And J stands for a joker. And where do we see a joker? We see a joker in a circus. And what does a joker do? He makes us laugh. How does he make us laugh? Ha 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 ha! Children, what is this?
Joker.
And joker begins with
J.
J for
Joker.
very good.
And after J comes K. What comes after J?
K.
Good. Now let us learn how to write K. A standing line, one zig line, and another zig line. This is known as capital K. Hey kids, let us write it again. A standing line, one zig line, and another zig line. Now, let us see how small k is written. A standing line, a small zig line, and another small zig line. This is how we write small k. Let's write it again. A standing line, a small zig line, and another small zig line.
Here we have a capital K and a small k.
Hey kids, this is a kite and this is a colorful kite. And K stands for a kite. And where does a kite fly? Up in the sky. Now I'm gonna fly with this kite.
We fly the kite.
Now kids, after K comes L. And I'm going to write L for you kids on the blackboard. So watch me carefully. One standing line, one sleeping line. Again, one standing line, one sleeping line. Kids, this is called capital L. Now kids, I'm going to write for you small l. Watch carefully. One standing line with a small curve. I will write again. One standing line with a small curve. Isn't it simple?
This is how we write capital L and small l.
Hey kids, this is a lion. And L stands for a lion. Do you know where does a lion live? The lion lives in the jungle. And he is the king of the jungle.
Now kids, I'm going to show you another animal. What is the name of this animal?
Monkey!
M for
Monkey!
once again.
Monkey!
Very good.
Correct. Monkey starts the letter M. Now I will show you how to write M. So let's go. We take a standing line and a zig line. Again, another zig line and a standing line. So here we have a capital M. I will repeat it for you. A standing line, a zig line, another zig line, and a standing line. So here we have a capital M. Now I will show you how to write a small m. Again, a small standing line, a curve, and another curve, and stretch your curve. Now again, I'm gonna repeat it for you. A small standing line, a curve, and another curve, and stretch your curve. Here we get a small m. So here we have a capital M and we have a small m. Isn't it easy, children?
And after M comes N. And I'm gonna write N for y'all. I make a standing line, a slanting line, and another standing line. I repeat. A standing line, a slanting line, and another standing line. Now let me write small n for y'all. A small standing line, a small curve, and another small standing line. I repeat, a small standing line, a small curve, and another small standing line. So here we have a capital N and a small n.
Okay, kids. What does N stand for? N stands for nest. Where do the birds live? In the nest. N also stands for
Neck.
neck. Where is the neck?
It's over here.
Show me the neck. Show me the neck.
Here.
Very good, very good.
Aditya, we have really got bored learning A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N. Now, it's time to play. So let's go and have some fun!
Yay!
Hey kids, what are you waiting for? Let's go enjoy yourself and go boogie! Woo-hoo! Hey kids, it's time to enjoy yourself and have fun. So let's go and play! Yay!
Out into the
Out
garden,
in the garden,
each fine day. With my ball, I like to play.
I bounce my ball. I bounce my ball. I bounce my ball on each fine day.
Okay kids, who wanna get this one? Get this one! Get this one!
Yay!
Get that
Come
one.
on, yay!
Get that
Come
one.
on.
Yay!
Get that one.
Yeah.
Yay! Ring a roses, pocket full of posies. Husha, busha, all well done. Yay!
Okay, let's go. Hip,
Hip, hip, hip, hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
Come on,
Okay, kids, your playtime is over. Let's get back to A, B, C, D, F, G.
Okay, kids, did you all have fun playing?
Yes!
We do had a lot of fun playing, kids. But, it's time now to get back to the remaining letters. But, kids, first, let us see what all the letters are once again. So, let us sing it for you, kids. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
XYZ, butter on a bread. If you don't like it, go to bed. Next day morning, come to me. I will teach you ABC.
So, kids, the last letter we learned was N. So, let's go on to our next letter. And our next letter is O. What is our next letter?
Oh!
Very good. Now, in a few moments, I'll show you how to write O. Let's go. For a capital O, we take a big circle. Hey, here we got a capital O. Isn't it so simple? I will show it to you again. For a capital O, we will take a big circle. Hey, only a big circle and we get a capital O. Now, let us see how to write a small o. For a small o, we will make a small circle. I will show it to you again. For a small o, we will make a small circle. Hey, here we have a small o. Kids, the only difference between a capital O and a small o is that a capital O is bigger in size and a small o is smaller in size.
And O stands for orange. Children, do you know O also stands for an owl? An owl can only see during the night, and so it sleeps during the day.
So children, that was O for owl. And here I have another bird with me. Let us see which one it is. Hey, it's a parrot. Kids, do you know if we teach the parrot, it can speak like us? So, P for parrot. And this is P. Kids, now let us see how to write P. A standing line and a half circle. This is known as a capital P. Let's write it again. A standing line and a half circle. Kids, now let us see how to write small p. A standing line and a small half circle. This is known as a small p. Let's write it again. A standing line and a small half circle. Isn't it easy?
So here we have a capital P and a small p.
Now, Varsha, let's see what comes after P. After P comes Q. Now we will see how to write a Q. Here we go. For a capital Q, we will make a big circle and then small zig line. Hey, we got a capital Q. Let's go once more. For a Q, we will take a big circle and down a small zig line. And we get a capital Q. Now, let us see how do we get a small q. For a small q, we take a small circle and a standing line and a zig line. Hey, here we got a small q. I will repeat it again. For a small q, we will take a small circle, a standing line and a zig line. Hey, isn't it simple, children?
So this is how we write capital Q and small q. Children, do you know what this Q stands for? Correct! Q stands for Queen.
Okay, kids. Now let's see what comes after Q. So, let's find out. LMNOPQR. Hey, after Q comes R. So, kids, let's see how to write R. Now, kids, I will show you how to write R. So watch me carefully. Here we go. One standing line, one small half circle, and a zig line. This is called capital R. One standing line, one small half circle and one zig line. Kids, now I'll show you how to write small r. Watch carefully. One standing line, one small curve. Once again, one standing line and a small curve. Kids, don't you think it's easy?
So here we have a capital R and small r.
And R is for rabbit. This is a rabbit. Kids, R also stands for this colorful rainbow.
Okay. Kids, R also stands for a robot.
Now, kids, let us see what comes after R. After R comes S. So, kids, let's see how to write S.
Whoop! You kids are so smart, and smart begins with the letter S. Now we will see how to write S. Here we go! For a capital S, we will take a big half circle and then adjoining it another big half circle. Hey, here we get a capital S. I will show it to you again. For a capital S, first we will take a big half circle and then adjoining it another big half circle. Hey, here we get a capital S. It's so simple. Now kids, I will show you how to write a small s. For a small s, a small half circle and then adjoining it another small half circle. Hey, we got a small s. I will repeat. For a small s, a small half circle and adjoining it another small half circle. Now we got a small s. Kids, the only difference between a capital S and a small s is that a capital S is bigger in size and a small s is smaller in size. Isn't it as for simple, kids?
Now let's see what S stands for. S stands for sun. Hey kids, look at the sun smiling at us. That means it's also enjoying learning letters like you all sweet little kids. And children, do you know that sun rises in the morning and sets in the evening? Huh?
Yes!
Okay, kids, now let us see what comes after S. After S comes T. Now we will see how to write T.
Okay, kids, now I'm going to show you how to write T. So, watch me carefully. One standing line, one sleeping line. Once again, kids, one standing line, one sleeping line. Isn't it easy? Kids, we call this capital T. Now, I'm going to show you how to write small t. One standing line with a small curve and one sleeping line. Isn't it easy? I'll write it for you again. One standing line with a small curve and a sleeping line. Kids, this is called small t. So kids, isn't it easy?
So here we have a capital T and a small t.
Tring tring. Tring tring. Hello, fun station. Can you please tell me what does T stand for?
Telephone!
Yeah, T stands for a telephone. And children, T also stands for a train. Now I will show you how does a train go.
And after T comes U. And that is what I'm going to write for you kids. a standing line, a small curve, and another standing line. Let me write it again. A standing line, a small curve, and another standing line. This is capital U. Now let me write small u for you. A small standing line, a small curve, another standing line with a tail. Let me write it again. A small standing line, a small curve, another standing line with a tail. This is small u. So here we have a capital U and a small u.
Rain, rain, go away. Come again another day. Little Johnny wants to play. Little Johnny wants to play. So kids, we were talking about the letter U. And U stands for an umbrella.
Now, let's move on to our next letter. And our next letter is V. Now children, let us see how to write V. A zig line and another zig line. This is known as capital V. Let's write it again. A zig line and another zig line. Kids, now let us see how to write small v. A small zig line and another small zig line. This is known as small v. Let's write it again. A small zig line and another small zig line.
This is capital V and small v.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, V. Hey kids, this is a violin and V stands for a violin and I can play music on a violin. Let's go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H,
And now,
I, J,
after
K,
V
L, M,
comes W.
Okay, kids, now I'm going to show you how to write W. So you kids, watch me write. Here we go. One big zig line and one small zig line and another small zig line and another big zig line. So kids, shall we write it again? Yes, one big zig line and one small zig line. Another small zig line and another big zig line. And kids, we call this capital W. Now kids, I'm going to show you how to write small w. One small zig line and another smaller zig line. And one more smaller zig line and one more small zig line. So shall we do it once again? One small zig line and another smaller zig line and one more smaller zig line and one more small zig line. Kids, doesn't this look very easy? Come on kids, even you can write it.
Hey kids, now it's time to tell you what does W stand for. W stands for a watch. And what does the watch tell us? What tells us time? It tells us time to eat, tells us time to sleep, time to play, and time for ABCD.
Okay, kids. Now, let's move on to our next letter.
The next letter after W is X.
Let us see how to write X. A a big zig line, and another big zig line. This is known as capital X. Let's write it again. A big zig line and another big zig line. Kids, now let us see how to write small x. A small zig line and another small zig line. This is known as small x. Let's write it again. A small zig line and another small zig line.
So here we have a capital X and a small x. Children, what does X stand for? X stands for Xmas tree. And we decorate the Xmas tree during Christmas.
Okay, kids, what comes after X? Y. And I'm going to write Y for you. So, kids, let's meet at the blackboard. So, kids, we meet again at the blackboard. And I'm going to write for you, kids, Y on the blackboard. So, watch me carefully. One small zig line, another small zig line, and one standing line right in the middle. Once again, one small zig line, another small zig line, and one standing line exactly in the middle. Now, I'm going to show to you how to write small y. One small zig line and another big zig line. How do we write it? One small zig line and another big zig line. This, kids, is called small y. So, kids, isn't it easy?
Hey kids, now it's time to tell you what does Y stand for. Y stands for a yacht. A yacht is a small boat. Y also stands for a yak. A yak is an animal. And Y also stands for a yo-yo. We all like to play with a yo-yo. Hey kids, now we're going to learn how to write Z. Here we go. For a capital Z, first we will take a sleeping line and then a zig line and then another sleeping line. Hey, here we get a capital Z. I will show it to you again. For a capital Z, first we will take a sleeping line, a zig line, and another sleeping line. Here we have a capital Z. Now, I will show you how to write a small z. For a small z, first we will take a small sleeping line, a small zig line, and a small sleeping line again. Hey, here we have a small z. I will show it to you again. First, we will take a small sleeping line, a small zig line, and a small sleeping line again. Here we have a small z. Kids, the only difference between a capital Z and a small z is that a capital Z is bigger in size and a small z is smaller in size. Hey kids, so now we know how to write Z.
Z is the last letter of the English alphabet. And now, let's see what Z stands for. And Z stands for a zebra. Z also stands for 0 and a zigzag line.
With Z, we complete our 26th letter. And trust me, it was great fun teaching you lovely kids.
Come on, 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 come on.
Well. That's not the end. We'll be back again next time with something exciting, something interesting, and something creative. With a new subject to learn with lots of fun! Now, let me ask you a simple question. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yes!
But remember one thing. You gotta practice these letters at home because practice will make you perfect. Well, it's time to say goodbye. We'll see you next time and we say cheers! Hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray!
One, two, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up the sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a big fat hen. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up the sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a big fat hen.
Hey kids, so we're meeting again with a new subject to learn with lots of fun.
And today's subject is numbers. Numbers, kids, they are as important as letters. And do you know, kids, numbers help us in counting things around us. And for example, I have few pencils here. Suppose I want to find out how many pencils I have. What will I do? I will count them. But the question is, how will I count them? I'll count them with the help of numbers.
Numbers. Numbers tell us about values. We use line to write numbers. We twist and turn lines to make numbers. For example, here I have one ball, and if I add one more to it, I have 2. Hey, isn't that fun?
Absolutely.
So now, let's go and find out more about these numbers.
Hey, what do I have here? This is an apple. So kids, let me put this apple aside. Now, what do I have in my hand? Or what should I say? I'd say that I have 0 apples. And 0 is big. Okay, kid. Doesn't this look like O? Yes. Doesn't it look like O?
Oh,
Yes, it absolutely looks like O. So kids, we're going to show you how to write 0.
To write 0, we make a curve like this. Hey, it's so easy. Let's write it again. We make a curve like this. Kids, this is how we write the number 0. Isn't it easy?
hey kids, I have a hat in my hand. And if I have to say it in numbers, I have 1 hat. How many? 1.
Look at this. This is number 1. Now let us see how to write it.
1 zig line, a standing line, and a sleeping line. Here we have number 1. Let's write it again. One zig line, a standing line, and a sleeping line. This is how we write number 1.
Hey, look, what do I have here? I have one glass and another glass. 1 plus 1 makes 2. Now let us see how to write 2. We make a curve, stretch it, and make a sleeping line. Let me write it again. We make a curve, stretch it, and make a sleeping line. This is how we write the number 2. Now let's go on to the next number, and my dear friend Varsha will tell us about it.
Okay kids, after 2 our next number is 3. And here I have few oranges with me. Let me count and find out how many they are. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 oranges. Okay, now let's see how to write 3. One sleeping line, a zig line, and a half circle. Hey, this is how we write the number 3. Let's write it again. One sleeping line, a zig line, and a half circle. Hey, isn't it easy? Kids, why don't you try writing this in your notebooks? Whenever we see objects, we can count them with the help of our number friends.
That's absolutely great. Numbers are our best friends. And kids, they are our best friends because they help us in counting. And suppose I want to find out how many chairs I have here. How will we do it? We'll do it by counting them. And how do we do the counting? With the help of numbers. And let's do the counting right now. And you kids are all going to start counting with me. So let's do it. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. Let's do it again. A 1, a 2, a 3, and a 4. So the next number after 3 is also 4. And do you know, kids, that I am going to show you how to write 4.
One zig line, a sleeping line, and a standing line. This is the number 4. Let's write it again. One zig line, a sleeping line, and a standing line. This is how we write the number 4. Hey kids, isn't it fun learning to write these numbers?
So kids, our next number after 4 is 5. So let's count the number 5 on our fingers. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We have 5 fingers in our one hand, and all 5 fingers of different sizes. And kids, now I'll ask you one simple question. How many fingers do we have in our one hand? So what would you say? 5 fingers. And now let us see how to write the number 5.
A sleeping line, a standing line, and a half circle. This is how we write the number 5. Let's write it again. A a sleeping line, a standing line, and a half circle. Hey kids, isn't it easy to write the number 5?
Look here, kids. What I have here, I have these beautiful mugs. But I don't know how many mugs are over here. Will you help me count them? So let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So I have 6 beautiful mugs here. So after 5 comes 6. Now let us see how to write the number 6.
We make a half circle and give a curve to it. Let's see how to write the number 6 once again. We make a half circle and give a curve to it. Hey kids, and here we have the number 6. Hey kids, just look what I have here. I'm having so many colorful tiles. And now, let's count these tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hey, there is one more tiles left with me. That means I have to use a new number. And the next number after 6 is number 7. What is our next number? Number 7. Okay kids, these are 7 colorful tiles. And now, we will learn how to write the number 7. A sleeping line and a zig line. Come on kids, let's write it again. A sleeping line and a zig line. So kids, this is how we write the number 7. We have learned to write and count till number 7. And now, Aditya will tell us about the next number.
After 7 comes 8. And kids, I have right beside me here some beautiful, colorful candles. And you can help me in counting how many of them are there. So, let's get it moving. Here we go. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, and a 5, and a 6, and a 7, and an 8. Good. So we have 8 candles here. And now let's see how to write 8.
We make a curve and we make another curve joining it. This is how we write the number 8. Let's write it again. We make a curve and we make another curve joining it. Kids, isn't it easy to write the number 8?
So kids, now let us count to the number 8. But this time on our fingers. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I lift my one more finger. We're going to get a new number. That is 9.
And this is number 9. Now let me turn it round. Hey, doesn't it look familiar? Can you tell me which number is this? Correct, this is number 6. Now let me turn it round again. Which number is this? This is number 9. Yes, it's number 9. Now let us see how to write number 9.
We make a small circle and give a tail to it. Hey kids, isn't it easy? Let's write it again. we make a small circle and give a tail to it. So kids, this is how we write the number 9.
I have with me some colorful crayons. Now let's count them. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. So we have 9 crayons over here. And now my dear friend Varsha will tell us about the next number.
And now, let's go on to our next number, which is bigger than 9. And the number is 10. Hey kids, look! I have to hold 2 numbers to make number 10. Can you tell me which number is this? This is number 1. And this is 0. Together, they become number 10. Okay, now let's see how to write number 10. First we write the number 1 and then we write the number 0. This is how we write the number 10. Kids, let's write it again. We write the number 1 and then 0. Kids, isn't it easy to write the number 10? Now, let us see what we can count till number 10. And here, I have few pencils with me. Let's count them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Here I have with me 10 pencils.
So kids, we're going to count again from the number 1 to 10. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
So children, today we all learned numbers from 1 to 10.
We have also learned how to write these numbers, and with this, we come to the end of our this class of numbers.
But kids, don't stop here. Keep practicing these numbers at home and write them in your notebooks again and again.
And also practice them by counting the number of comic books you have, the number of sketch pens you have, and the number of fingers you have.
So children, we all enjoyed learning about numbers. But now it's time to say goodbye.
We'll see you again with something interesting, something creative, something exciting to have lots and lots of fun.
But kids, before we go, let's sing the song of numbers once again.
1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up the sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a big fat hen. 1, 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, shut the door. 5, 6, pick up the sticks. 7, 8, lay them straight. 9, 10, a big fat hen.